Hey, what's up everyone? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can get a thumbnail looking from this to this. Let's get straight to it. So first of all, so this is the thumbnail I recently used in one of my later videos. It's my Deadlifting Till I Die at Planet Fitness video. So it's pretty sweet. Main goal was just to kind of go for a type of devilish kind of look. That was just kind of what I wanted. And I'm going to basically just be showing you guys how I kind of got to where we went. So first of all, I have my original look. I know I want to do something with the background, and I also know that I want to be kind of accentuating myself as the character. So I want my character to kind of pop out. So what I'm going to be doing, and if you have this is mainly just going to be for Photoshop, because that is the application that I currently use. But you can also kind of take what I'm telling you guys or what I'm teaching you guys and use it in other applications. I know there's like a free Photoshop online. They pretty much have similar tools to the best of my knowledge, but I don't use all of them. But you can kind of just take the knowledge. So Photoshop has this select subject tool, which sometimes works well. Just it kind of depends on the color. So this doesn't look crazy good. It looks all right for the main center of my body, but then we're gonna have to come back and redo this part. Kind of don't want that. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna zoom in. And also, I haven't like properly learned Photoshop or anything cool like that. This is just off of, me just solo squatting it kind of. So we're going to be using this tool right here. I forgot to show you guys. So if you right click, you can select the tools. This is going to be a magnetic lasso tool. So it's going to like kind of select your character based off color. So it goes off of color. So it's going to select the black. I'm using my mouse to kind of get the outline of the shape. Gonna click at certain parts. You see how I left a little line there? I'm gonna have to go back and fix that because the tool is not able to tell the difference in colors. That's why we're kind of getting that right there. Okay, so we have our character selected. It's not perfect, obviously, but we can always just kind of go back and tweak it as we need to. So you're gonna right click, and then you want to do a layer via copy. So now this kind of creates a second layer using your character. Obviously it's not like super clean. Okay, so this is pretty much me. So I have the character kind of outlined. So now what we can do with that, we can do an effect on the background. So you'll see a cool effect I like to do. This will get you this kind of grainy type of look. You can kind of see it down here. If you get like a grayish color, this is normally what I kind of use. Just paint. Now I did use the default, blank layer that they have to paint. If you don't know how to add a layer, just come down here, press plus, it'll add a layer for you. Or you can go to layer in the top left, press new, add a layer, add a group, etc. And then I like to go to filter, noise, add noise. I use around 4.4, it doesn't need to be perfect. You can select which one you kind of like more. We'll go with Gaussian just for this look. I'm pretty sure I used uniform for last time, but just to kind of show you guys. So you see how you kind of get in this effect here? So kind of go for which one you like, right? I think I used a vivid light. But I think hard light looks pretty sweet too, right? We can check. I used the hard light fill 58. So if you change the fill, it'll kind of change how dark it is. So off, on, right? Because you don't want too much of this kind of TV not working type of look, right? So we'll put it to about like 60-ish, kind of like there. And then just to show you guys, so again, right, this is isolating the character. So now my character is always going to be just a bit brighter than the background, right? Now for the little demon type of look, again, just create a new layer. And then I like to zoom in just so I can get a bit of a better look on it. Only about 300, just kind of preference. I'm literally just grabbing the drawing brush, putting it to a smaller size. That kind of works all right. Let me just do a bit bigger. Let's say we want to do like a blue, or let's do a red, I guess. Or what I do last time, red, blue. We'll go blue. Again, just press it. This is the color you're going to be coloring with. What you can also do, if you wanted, you can use that same tool and just kind of select the outline here. Right, and you could like color that. That kind of looks bad though. Let me zoom in more. Nope, okay, too much. Yeah, okay, there we go. Just gonna fill it in. Get this other eye. That's kind of how I wanted it to look. Now, if you want to kind of make the eyes the same size. I think that looks alright. That looks alright there. Let's say we want to do kind of, let's do like a, just some basic, alright. Let's say that. Let's just do like some basic. Little horn type of look. Now we have this on top. So that is that layer. This is just an empty layer. I'm gonna exit it out. If you want for organization purposes, you can kind of label your layers. I generally only work with my, layers like once, because I don't go back to the thumbnail after I finish it. So I don't normally care much, but I'll layer them. I'll label them just for the sake of the video. Bam. Okay, so this is what we have so far, all right? So if we turn off all the work you've done, this is our original picture. And this is everything we've added so far. So nothing too bananas, right? Now, for these oval effects, these little oval circles, literally all I did, you can just go online. Just do like an oval cutout or something. Something pretty calm. 2D. Obviously I'm not gonna be able to find like the exact one that I found. Maybe I will, who knows. But it was pretty much just like one of these, right? Just something pretty common, something pretty chill. Let's grab, I'm gonna do Windows Shift S for screenshot. It's pretty much this type of shape right here. If you just paste, select your Photoshop, press paste, it's gonna bring that image, right? So let's kind of make it big. Okay, you guys get the point. This obviously is not gonna look perfect, but I would just find like an image from there. This one kind of looks like shit because I found a shit one, but the one that I found, I'm just gonna drag it so you guys can kind of see it. Bam. Okay, so it literally was just like an oval, similar type of shape. I just found it online. All I did was kind of diagonal it, just turn it a little bit. Pretty much all you do there. Control T is for transform. Just kind of grab where you see like these, that just kind of on the corner. You can just rotate it. Do what you want with it. I liked where it was before, so I'm just gonna put it back. So that's what this is. This is gonna be our box. So I put PF box because this is gonna be our first box because we're gonna have two boxes here, right? With the box, you can duplicate the box so we can have that second one. Kind of put it same spot. I would flip it horizontally so you have coming in two different directions. So we have these two boxes right here, right? So that's showing the two we have here. Now the benefit of us kind of doing that cutout, yeah, recording a video, yeah. Anyone on the stream gets to see this like live, so check out the Twitch. But pretty much the cutout allows you to place things in the background. It also allows you to just kind of have that emphasis that we are kind of talking about before. For example, if I decided to create a dark layer, so doing the same thing as earlier, just kind of filling it in, black layer, and I put this kind of low. This allows me to make the background darker, but keep my actual character lighter, right? So that's like one of the benefits of it. And then the other benefit, if you select both of your layers, so hold control and select the layers, but hold control, select both the layers so you can move two layers at once. So literally just click the first one, hold control, click the second one. You can do it for as many layers as possible. So drag them under the character. So now you see how they're kind of behind the back. That's the look we're kind of going for. And then we can make this other box. If you want to make it black, we'll make it black. Or I guess we'll just kind of stick with the theme. We'll make it white, right? We'll stick with the theme. We'll make it white. Now what I decided to do was I wanted to add 2 different type of logos to the background. So the first one being the Planet Fitness logo, second one being just kind of like a little demon, just to kind of show, you know, demon time, lifting till I die type of thing. So let's go back to Google, just search up PF logo, Planet Fitness, right? Okay, maybe it wasn't that. Straight up. Okay, this is like pretty much the logo, right? So copy, come to your Photoshop, cool. Remember, select edit and then paste, so it'll show up here. Let's do remove background. Hopefully the AI does something. Okay, AI did pretty good, right? Now we're just gonna move this into our box here. I'm just making it smaller, kind of turning it a little bit so it matches the same size as this other one, or the same direction. So bam, so now we have the Planet Fitness logo right there. And then let's grab like a, what type of emoji do you want to do? Let's do a Twitch logo, just to kind of show that I did this on stream. Let's grab this one. Just a copy, paste, remove background, sweet, and then resize. You can kind of look, if you want it to be the exact same size as the other logo, just kind of compare the two. So we can turn it. It's relatively similar size, right? Similar size. Does not need to be perfect. So I'm just going to turn it again, make sure this fits this. It's about kind of where I want it. It's pretty sweet right there. All right. That's pretty sweet. So now we have our 2 ovalish backgrounds, and then we have a character. We have our image on our character. Now what can we do, right? Now we can create lighting to show that this is in the back, to kind of give this type of glow effect you're kind of seeing. You see how this purple is kind of showing on the character, this white is showing on the character? We can create that using layers of paint. So let's create a new layer. This is our, where's our box? That's our white box. White box. It's our purple box. This is Planet Fitness logo. Planet logo. This is the Twitch logo. Alright, so now we have everything. What is this? I don't think this was anything. Let's say that's dark, so we'll delete that. So now what we can do, let's zoom in again, get a little closer to this character. Let's grab a brush. So just select your brush. You can right click to select which one you want. I want a little bit of a lighter brush. We'll make it a little bigger. And then let's select the color. Let's select this purple. When you select this color, when you select the color, it'll show this, like the, what is it called? Color swatch, whatever it's called. If you want a color that's already in here, if you select out, it'll give you the little like sucky suck type of tool, no diddy. Select the pink or the purplish you want here. It's gonna select that same color. And then I selected the eraser earlier. What are the odds for it? That's crazy. It's kind of funny. Bam. So now if you just select here, see how it's creating that glow? Look at that glow we're kind of creating there. Bam, look at that glow. All right, so you see that glow? So we're gonna have 2 types of glow pretty much. We can have a underglow, so we can have this glow come in under the box, so behind the character, right? So this is PF box glow. And then we can create above the character a bit of a glow. So you see how that light is showing up on the character? So we'll do like that. So you can question, well, I don't want it on the outside here by the actual image, right? I just want it showing on my character. So we'll put a little bit up top. So what you can do, make sure the layer, this on top layer is above your character. Right click, select create clipping mask. Now what does clipping mask do? Clipping mask means that this image, this layer, will only show what it shows on this layer. So it's not going to show any of the exterior. It's only going to show the effect it has on this layer. So now we just created that purple glow effect on myself. So if I go back here as well, you see how I kind of have this blank spot around here. I can just keep glowing here and it'll add to my character, but it's not going to add to the actual background. See, if I color here, if I'm coloring, nothing's going to happen. You can see on the actual layer that there's color there, right? So like if you look on the actual layer, I'm coloring, but it's only clipping onto what effect I have onto this layer. So it's not going to show any of that, right? Now, if I want to do a bit of an effect, you can maybe do like a lighten, you can do an overlay, you can do a darken, you can do whatever you kind of like. I think this is a little unrealistic of a color, right? Or of a brightness. So we'll kind of lower this just a wee bit. Kind of lower that just a little bit. And just to kind of see what I did here. Just out of curiosity, how much did I have? I had it at 23. I had this one at 100, right? So you can see that same thing. So we'll just kind of keep it like at 23, right? Now we'll do the same thing. We'll create another layer. And this is going to be for this white side. So we'll select the white color just by clicking on it. Oh. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Right, so we kind of created that white effect here. And then same thing, kind of lower the coloring, the opacity of the layer. Opacity just means, it's like transparency. It's pretty much what opacity is, how much you can see of it. Lower the opacity to a desirable amount, whatever you kind of like. It's your preference, it's your logo, your thumbnail, do what you like. And then we'll go back as well, and then we'll create the background layering for this white box. So same thing that we just did before. Just a bit of a white. All right, and then this is just kind of giving that effect, kind of isolating it away from the picture. It's kind of what that does pretty much. So now we have this glow type effect. We'll say white box glow. And then I just want to make a group so you guys are able to see the differences we're adding from the original picture. So this is all in the group now, right? So this is the original picture. This is what we started with. This is from the video I uploaded, right? This is with all the effects we just added. We darkened that, made the character a little bit brighter, made him the general focus. Now you can also see here, you see how this part of the barbell is brighter? It's because it's selected with the character. So if you want this whole barbell to be dark, or if you want the whole thing to be bright, you can remove it from the character or add the rest of the, barbell to the thing. I think here it kind of looks like I removed it. So, I mean, it's really preference. I'll just kind of show you guys like what that would look like. I really don't care, but for the, for the sake of education, literally all you do. So there's just another tool that's in that section. I'm just going to create a box. Oh, shit. Bam, bam. We'll do layer cut. We'll delete that layer so now it matches. It's the same thing. I right clicked on that lasso tool. This is just a polygonal. So this one stays straight. If you hold shift, it'll stay straight no matter where you're kind of going. It's better for like lines. Escape if you want to cancel, right? Let's go to normal size. So now that part that we're looking at is part of it. Oh, I accidentally deleted my character too. I don't know how I did that, but that happened. I was wondering why my character was so dark. So character in the front, all this cool stuff. Now there's small things you can add after that. Color corrections. You can also download if you want. Oh, because my character, you see how the color is shown here? Because my character deleted, my clipping masks all got released. So we're gonna recreate that clipping mask, and now it's fixed, right? So this looks pretty solid. This is like not too crazy difference, but you can see how this one has just a lot more deeper, richer of a color. It's because of color corrections. Now color corrections are just preference if you want them or not. Also lighting as well. You see how I have a light coming up from the top. It's pretty cool. Color corrections are literally just presets of like presets of color color corrections to make it fair, right? If I have a preset where all my purple turns green and I turn it on, then like all this purple will turn green. For example, oh, I deleted the extra ones. Okay, well, like you see how like everything is just turning darker with this color correction. This color correction has it where everything will just turn darker. Excuse me. If I lower it, it will give me a bit more of that richer feel, but it's, you know, preference again. So I have my own personal color corrections that I have in my own pack, and also color corrections I've collected from other graphic designers. Some were from paid packs, some were just from designers who I know release their stuff for money, but I was working with them, they knew me, so they gave me some of their stuff for free. So I'm not going to be able to give you guys the exact color corrections I'm using, but you can always literally just go online, search up free graphics or free PSD packs. If you're using Photoshop or whatever software you're using, you can probably find the same thing online. I have multiple packs that are free. I've only probably paid for one pack, maybe. It was a pretty sick pack, but you can always find these for free. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to copy the CCs I already have, because these are literally the same settings that I normally do use. So I'm just going to copy these, duplicate them, bam, and now you can see that effect, that kind of rich, darker kind of color that we're looking for. Now I think red and this emoji kind of make this pop a little bit better, so I think blue is not the greatest color, because blue doesn't pop away from the background because the background's already kind of dark. Also my CCs were below that, so if I put my CCs like all the way up top, it's gonna give more an effect on those. So let's say, for example, I wanted to change this blue color. You just select overlay. Cool. That looks pretty sick, right? Red looks pretty cool. Black looks pretty solid. White does look pretty cool. I can't lie. Maybe a purple. I don't know. A pink? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like white looks kind of cool. It looks like a draw effect because it literally was drawn. That's what I liked about this. So this is pretty much how I created that thumbnail for that video. We have the whole background, right? We have everything that we selected. We have our color corrections, which you can add, you can take out, you can add what you want. We have our boxes, the color glows. We have the other cool shit, the noise background, the darker color to make this whole background just a little bit darker to give it more of that richer type of feel. And that's something that you can take into different types of thumbnails. Now, obviously, different thumbnails require different types of looks. For a reaction video, I'm not gonna add all this shit, right? I'm probably just gonna put the original thumbnail of the video and then put like my face, like doing some form of, emotion, right? So, as a designer, it's always good to be aware of the theme that you're looking for. And in this video, this was the theme. This was the look I was looking for. So again, I'll just show you guys. This is what we started with. This is how we ended. Pretty straight up. If you guys want to see more content like this, any more Photoshop tutorials, any more logos, XYZ, I'm not professional. I don't, claim to be. I'm not a teacher or anything like that. But I'm more than willing to show you guys the tricks that I know, stuff that I've learned while working as a, designer on the side in the past. And let me know if there's any content you guys want to see, any designs, any other cool stuff. And yeah, that'll be it for me. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the description. I'll reach out as soon as I can. If you guys did enjoy the content, drop a sub, drop a like, drop a comment. It helps me out with the algorithm. It's literally free. Hope you buy out. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, thank you guys everyone for tuning in. See you guys next time. Peace.